morning and welcome to episode 788 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, October 7th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. We're going to talk to you today about the Zodiac Killer. Twitch being hacked. More hacks. Yeah, you excited about that Zodiac, Pat?
I'm so excited about it. When I heard about it, I was like, "That no, they didn't."
He didn't even believe me. I texted him this morning. He's like, "Shut up! I don't,
Bro.
I'll believe it when I hear it from someone else."
No, I mean, because I was like, "They wrong."
Yeah,
You won't believe it,
That's crazy.
or will you believe it? We'll see when we get to the. What else we talking about, boys? What else we got on here?
I don't want to tease my TikToks. You're gonna have to stick around. They're great. They are great today. They're funny and witty.
International.
You have to wait. Yeah.
If you mess stuff up in high school like I did, you're gonna want to listen till the end of the show because we are talking about the next and most dangerous TikTok challenge that is sweeping public schools all across the nation.
You know what I heard recently?
Something.
Someone brought up gleeking on the
It's
news.
a tease.
Someone brought up gleeking on the news. And they're like, gleeking is a thing that only 5% of people can do, but 100% of the and they did like a news piece on it. I was like,
100% of
"You
people
nerds."
can gleek.
We all
100% of people can gleek if you
We
get your
all
mouth dry
gleeked.
enough and you get the tongue at the right angle.
Apparently, we were trendsetters in Northern Virginia. Cause
You got
apparently
to
they
dry
didn't know
out
about
the mouth,
that in Texas.
dry it out, curl the tongue back,
And
then-
if you don't
and
know
then
what
just pop
gleeking
it
is
out.
as a listener, it's when you just basically
You make your salivation
spittles
gland
at people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a,
Squirt at people.
I thought
Like
it
squirting
came
with
from
your mouth.
under the tongue.
One at a time, boys.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
squirting with your mouth.
Yeah.
No, you don't know about that, Pat?
Well, I know about it. I know it's not your salivatory glands. It's the spit coming off the roof of your mouth at a fast rate. I think.
No,
I thought
it's,
it was
it's
below
from,
the
it's from
tongue.
under your tongue.
It's under the tongue.
100%. It's shooting out of your salivary gland from under your tongue,
Yeah.
out of your mouth. That's how you gleek. You've
know what's
obviously
kinda-
never gleeked, Pat.
Oh, I've gleeked.
I don't know about if you have,
I think you just
because it
spit on
sounds.
people.
I'm pretty sure I've gleeked.
You're just spitting on people, yeah. Because gleeking is
Oh,
definitely like
what you're
it's like
doing is different.
No, what I'm doing is gleeking, which is where you force the gland under your tongue to squirt forward.
Think like alien shooting acid, or like the little dinosaur from Jurassic Park, kind of like underneath,
Right.
Like shooting it.
And there's a little bit of skill to it, you
It's
just have to
hard.
get the. Yeah.
It's the projection of saliva from the submandibular gland.
Oh, submandibular. Yeah,
That's
in your
below.
lower
That's
jaw.
below.
Yeah,
I've been gleek cheating.
You've been spitting.
you just been spitting on people. Yeah,
Same effect.
Yeah, a gleek is it's like a shower, like a warm
Right.
shower.
Oh,
And
I know what it's
silent.
Very silent and deadly.
No one knows who did it. That's why they're like, "What? A spit?" You're like, I saw you spit." Gleek. It's like, what? Where did that come from?
We're gonna have to train your gleek skills, Pat.
Yeah.
Man, I spent most of 8th grade trying to figure it out. If it hadn't happened by now, it's not happening.
Oh man, this is a sore subject. In fact. Okay, what else are we talking about today?
Yeah, Wes, do you want to tease your story?
Yeah, we're going to talk about some ass stuff.
Oh wow,
Okay.
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
Good.
That sounds fun.
A little connection with the ass and your brain, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
I always knew it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. And that's all today because I forgot to look up a fun fact. So October 7th holidays
Fun
are...
fact: Pat can't gleek.
Right, that was the fact.
There you go.
There you go. Holidays are Bathtub Day, Bring Your Bible to School Day, LED Light Day, National Depression Screening Day, Mental Illness Week. It's part of Mental Illness Awareness Week. National Flower Day, National Forgiveness Day, National Frappe Day, National Inner Beauty Day, National Personal Safety Day, National Poetry Day, and Team Margot Stem Cell and Bone Marrow Registration Day. Also, You Matter to Me Day.
Wow,
So
that's nice.
It's also my mommy's birthday, so happy birthday, Dottie.
Oh, happy birthday, Toddy. You matter to us, Toddy, right? It's you matter
That's
to
right.
me day.
That's right.
So Poetry Day was just for the UK, so expect that to pop up again.
Oh man, I hate
Yeah.
these. How there's
hate
like
that.
also good day for Dottie to have a birthday because National Flower Day. Flowers are always an appropriate gift, and there's no real good days on this day. So she's
And she
She's in the
loves
clear.
she loves baths too, so
You should get her some flowers and write a famous British poem as the note.
Look at that.
There you go.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to today in history, October 7th. In 1492, Christopher Columbus
Sailed
missed-
the ocean blue?
He did, but he sailed the ocean blue away from Florida on October 7th.
Smart.
He turned away from Florida, ended up, I guess, going somewhere north of that.
He's like, gross.
Something feels weird about.
He
Or
got
south of
crabs.
that. He just didn't go to Florida. That's all
Yeah.
I know. Which, right, can be smart. Can also be a mistake a lot of the time, though, because
Well, he wasn't on vacation. Well, he was at work. He was exploring. He wanted to stay focused. Understandable.
Half his crew just got drugged, drunk. They did like a spring break thing, and they didn't come back on the boat.
yeah, and then Columbus just had to do the rest of the trip alone.
Yeah.
I wish that would have been how it went. Maybe it would have been if he had gone to Florida. 1975, the U.S. decides John Lennon won't be deported to the U.K. for his pot conviction. That was on October 7th. So pretty cool.
Wow, we were nerds, huh? Or they were nerds. They wanted to.
They wanted him home to pay for his crimes, and the U.S. is like, nah, man, it's cool.
For pot, they wanted him like extradited for pot.
Well, we were like, he's making too much money over here.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was because I thought the crime was here, and they wanted to deport him because he was too much of a fucking like pain in the ass of the government, spreading like too much,
Getting everyone on
Too
pot.
much what
Right.
exactly?
love.
Love.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, free love and pot, man. And the government was upset, but then they were like, okay, you can hang out.
Man, if they'd sent him home, we could still be alive.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, Pat.
Yeah,
That's a good
assassinated
point.
in New York just 6 years later.
That's sad to think about, actually. Great point, though. Okay, moving along to 2003, October 7th. This was the day that American gubernatorial recall election is held in California, and Governor Gray Davis is recalled, and Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor October 7th, 2003.
Imagine if you had money on that, man. That's like house money. $10 on that is house money. You bet early enough.
Speaking of predict it, we're going to get back into the predicted bets.
Hell yeah. What if I told you the current governor, I don't know, 6 months from now won't be governor, and instead Arnold Schwarzenegger will be governor? It's, doesn't sound plausible.
You know what that reminds me of? It actually reminds me of when Trump won the election. There was lots of bets, lots of people winning long odd bets on that Trump win, 2016.
It sucks for that dude.
Yeah.
Gray Davis or whatever the fuck his name is, because it's kind of like when you get like dumped, and then your ex-girlfriend starts dating Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
as the next guy up. That's tough.
Yeah.
Or like you like,
Yeah.
went to college your whole life for like a very specific position. You got like a doctorate. And you're like very published, and then like a Tiz just comes in and takes your spot. They're like, we're going with Tiz. He's
Yeah.
more fun.
But it is with the best physique in the history of the world.
Yeah,
Tiz is always moving.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
It's
rough.
got Tiz strength.
It's rough. You're like,
It's rough.
I guess she never loved me, and now she's.
That's kind of like that's kind of like somebody going batting for
Yeah.
the other team after they leave you. You know,
It's that type of
it's
level.
that
yeah.
level. It's
Yeah.
that level of a blow.
Tell you
Makes,
what, that
makes you question yourself a little
doesn't
bit.
hurt that bad.
Doesn't feel
Yeah.
bad.
And I know from multiple experiences.
You're okay with it?
I don't care, bro. That's them. Go get after it, girl.
Do you,
On girl.
Girl on girl.
You saying
Pat's-
you've driven multiple women to
Pat's
lesbianism?
turned a whole team. It sounds
That's
like.
one way to look at it.
Yeah.
An entire volleyball team.
Yeah. Now they're a softball team. They were dating Pat. Now they're state champs in softball.
I like to think about it like they were always going that direction, and
Right.
they
Exactly.
thought, well, I got to try a piece of that cake, even though
Yeah.
it's on the other table.
And you obliged.
There you go. Yeah. Speaking of sports, let's move along to the trending news. Number 3 is international soccer sports game. This one played by men. The new UEFA Nations League semifinal. That's a tournament we're talking about right now. And finals are happening in soccer this week for just the second time ever. With Spain beating Italy on Wednesday and Belgium playing France today, Thursday, as the slight underdogs. So Belgium plus 200, France plus 150.
Get those
Straw
soccer
plus
money lines up
215.
there.
Over under 2.5 plus 130 over 2.5. I mean, yeah, it's just it's just more stuff to bet on, Wes, which is
Yeah, I know.
why I like to bring it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The winners of this game today, Belgium versus France, will play Spain in the championship on Sunday. The losers will play Italy for third place. This UEFA Nations League is a brand new tournament. This is only the second year.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing. Sad that
Yeah.
they lost.
Yeah, but they'll still be hopefully third, if they can beat
Yeah.
whoever loses.
They won the real tournament.
Right, the Euro's the real tournament. I don't understand why they have the Euro World Cup qualify. Apparently, this is part of World Cup qualification, or it's like linked
Get
with
out of
it.
here with this.
Yeah, but it's again just more stuff to bet on. I'll just pop the odds up there one more time for people who are interested.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, moving along to number 2. Another hack, gentlemen. This time, Twitch. Twitch, the thing where
Yeah.
everybody watches people play video games. Well,
Heard of
Twitch.
it.
Yep, you may have. Twitch source code and creator payouts were leaked. Also, leaked data from a competitor, Twitch competitor. An anonymous poster on 4chan has published a 125 gigabyte torrent that includes Twitch's source code, all of it, for the company's streaming service, and also for a streaming competitor for Amazon Game Studio. Also, the details of Twitch creator payouts were included in that 125 gigs, following what must be just a massive hack of the entire Twitch system. I mean,
That's
they got
bad.
them by the everything.
Short and curlies, yeah.
The whole source code, as in everything, the whole program. The leak, labeled Part 1, suggests that more is to come.
Oh,
and
flex.
Yeah, so far the user stripped out all private user information, and it only includes details that would fuck over Twitch and I guess Amazon Game Studios. The poster says it's to, quote, foster more disruption and competition in the online video streaming space, unquote. Still may be worth changing your Twitch password, though, just in case.
My favorite part about the Twitch evolution, and I'm going to summarize it how I know it. It might not be perfect, but basically, it started as guys playing video games, right? And then other things happened, like illegal streaming pay-per-views and all that stuff. But all of a sudden, like hot chicks in cosplay started taking it over. Like they just took it
yeah.
over, and they got the biggest accounts by far.
Well, what's
And
better
then-
than watching a hot chick play video games?
Right,
and feel
it's
like
all
a kid?
nerds. Well, but it's all
That's-
nerds that don't like women in gaming, and then all the hot girls took over, and then they all switched over and just started jerking off to the hot girls, and then they all got suspended for like talking shit to the hot girls they were jerking off to.
Oh, they still can't control that,
Yeah.
apparently. The
you guys-
community mods, yeah.
Do you guys see the payouts?
No,
they're
I'm
pretty
sure they're
good.
huge.
I got
massive.
them here.
Hassan, what's Piker?
Hassan Piker in September, former guest of the show, September 2021 payout. Any guesses? Take a guess.
I didn't know he's a
Million.
Twitcher. He plays games.
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
that's where
No,
he got huge.
he just does
No,
his
he
show
just
on
does
Twitch.
His show there.
He
$1
streams
million
through it.
bucks.
I don't want to know.
Oh no, $210,946 in September for Hassan.
God.
The top earner XQCOW. I'm sure that's pronounced some way. I don't really care to pronounce it though. 752 Kazers.
Wow, that's awesome. So that guy's getting close to 10 mil a year. Hassan's getting close to 2 mil a year. From
What's that
just
ninja guy
Twitch.
at?
Which
more
guy?
than 2 million a year.
Ninja.
It doesn't have
the only guy I
Ninja
know.
on here. I don't know if Ninja's main. I don't know shit. If his main thing was twitching or not. But this is apparently the top 100, maybe.
The
So
top
peeps-
50
yeah.
of the top 100's like Foxy Chick, Chick Fox, Finger Chick, Chick Fingers, and
Nice.
Cos
Ooh, I got
Girl.
okay. Hassan's payout
Boo,
from
boo,
2019
boo, gamer.
August to October 2021. 2.8 Christina Milians.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2.5.
Unbelievable.
Just over 2.5. That's nice. I mean, that's good. But yeah, so anyways, I guess they're leaking this to hopefully spur competition. Who do you guys think the anonymous poster is?
Someone that got kicked off of Twitch.
Amazon
Source
Game
code.
Studio.
Source code as recent as this week.
Someone that got kicked off of Twitch for saying derogatory sexual comments to one of the girls' names I just mentioned.
Well, it wouldn't be Amazon Game Studio because they also got leaked. It would be
Ooh, wouldn't
YouTube.
it though, Will? That's
It'd be
exactly my point.
YouTube, right? Taking it to the internet, Be Smooth 439 has a theory. Chinese competitor to Twitch coming in 3, 2, 1, which is, I mean, it could just be anybody who wants to fuck with Twitch. So, yeah, YouTube, all of them. Okay, number 1, the cream of the crop today.
The cream of the crop!
And that's right, Pat. It's finally time to talk about the Zodiac Killer. A group of 40-plus law enforcement and other various professionals who call themselves the Case Breakers say that they have identified the Zodiac Killer as deceased Air Force veteran and professional house painter Gary Francis Post.
Okay. So first, never give the Case Breakers your OtterBox. Bad idea. Second, forever they've been saying that it was impossible to identify the Zodiac because they didn't have a good enough DNA sample. So I can't wait to hear how these motherfuckers broke this case.
Well, they say that the DNA should be confirmed. They have not done that step yet. But
It's because of the first murder, right? Because the previous murder in a different location.
Right, it's one that he's not
That's where they got the
formally
DNA
linked to. Right, and they say that they do have the DNA from that other case. They say he's also got the right shoe size, that the Zodiac once gave a clue that his last name was related to a stamp, Post, and that the letters of his name actually helped to break the cipher. And most of all, that the forehead scars they found on a picture in Post's home match the Zodiac sketches identically.
Exactly. I'm surprised you didn't read up on this, Pat. Yes, the forehead, he killed someone apparently before he became the Zodiac Killer, and that was like his practice work. And
I forget
and
the name,
he left
but it was
way
a
too much
different-
DNA on that one.
Yeah.
And then like
It was another was a woman. Yeah.
I think like if you remove the letters of his entire name, first, middle, and last from some of his ciphers, it becomes much easier to solve them. Stuff like that. Yeah.
I wonder if the victim from his first, not his first killing, if this is his first killing, but would be his second killing now, if this is his first killing. The man from his second killing who survived, he might still be alive. I wonder if he's, or that cab driver that kind of ID'd him. I wonder if any of those guys are alive and they talk to any of them. Like,
How many people did he kill?
like 8 or 9?
At least, so there was 5 formally, but they think it's like 10. 5 formally that the police attributed to him.
Was he
and I
ever a
think it's like 10.
suspect before this guy?
This guy
there was a ton of
has
suspects before.
done crime like his whole life, right?
Right.
Like it was alleged that he was
But there's
running.
like 3 or 4 guys it's 2 in particular that were like huge suspects for a long time. I don't know if this.
I don't think
this guy
this
was one of them.
I don't think this was one of the guys. I think he's
So they just ruined other people's lives.
right. But this guy happens to be like a known criminal from where he's from. So taking it to the internet, here's a tweet from a local Fox reporter, Henry K. Lee. He says, a distinctive scar, shoe size, court affidavits, and cleverly hidden clue among the evidence that points to the late Gary Francis Post as the infamous Zodiac Killer, says group Code Breakers, and then they're going to air it on KTVU. And then here, guys, is a close-up of those scars. So this is the new photo, I guess, that the Case Breakers got their hands on of Post. And then here is the drawing, the sketch of the Zodiac with that.
Looks like forehead wrinkles.
Right.
It's forehead wrinkles, and then I guess the one up near the hairline is kind of like a notable scar in a way.
Yeah, that top one, I guess.
The top one's not a normal forehead wrinkle. And so it definitely matches with that. But taking it to the internet, let's see what people are thinking about this new unveiling of information. Josh Ewa says, I thought it was proved at Ted Cruz was the Zodiac Killer, which a lot of people were making that
Good
joke.
point.
Very
and then
true.
Chad Johnson, he says, basically absolutely zero evidence. What a joke the story is being ran. So that was like pretty much like I could have
Preach,
gone-
Ocho Cinco.
I could have like gotten a billion comments. They all would have been those 2 comments because that's what everybody on the internet's kind of saying. They don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't believe this.
Man, well, I wonder. So I forget what the technique is called, which is they crowdsource DNA like through the public portals like Ancestry and all the ones where you can send the kits in. That's how they found the Golden State Killer, because essentially, since everyone does these genealogy tests,
Right.
the database is massive. So they were able to find a cousin of the Golden State Killer that they couldn't have found with just the FBI's database or whatever.
Right. And so this Post, he's deceased, he died in 2018. But there is
It
that
better
one
be him
case
if they're going to smear his name after his
no
death.
shit.
that there is this one case that
Better be him.
it's Sherry Joe Bates. That's the one,
yeah.
The extra one that they think he did, and that he is the Zodiac, and that they have the DNA from that case. They say, which is still unsolved, and they think that if they can test that against one of the Zodiac cases, that they'll finally be able to prove it. That's what the Case Breakers say.
Can't
Yeah.
they just dig it? Did they cremate him? Can they dig him up?
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't
mean,
see about the body.
Dig
Yeah, I mean,
him
I hope they dig him up and it's not him. They go through all this like horrible.
dude.
The case
Imagine the
breakers.
lawsuits.
Oh, the case breakers are fucking everyone up. Not just the
Figure
outer
out
boxes.
DB Cooper next, and then where
No,
Hoff is at.
they've worked on DB Cooper, Pat. This is the same group that's famously
It is the same.
worked
Didn't
on
solve
DB
that
Cooper.
one.
They did not.
I don't think. Yeah, I think they make a big splash when they have a theory, and then it usually gets disproven.
In
but we'll see what
parentheses,
happens.
it's the sometimes case breakers.
So yeah, once in a while,
Yeah.
case breakers, and that's today's cup of coffee, the big time.
All right, and the cup of coffee today was brought to you by Paint Your Life. If you want to give a truly meaningful gift, you've got to try paintyourlife.com, our longtime wonderful sponsors. You can get a professionally hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. It's a user-friendly platform, lets you order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes, and it's a quick and easy process. You get the whole portrait in about 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks to have a gift that will be remembered forever. So that's a pretty good return on time, too. Time-wise, that's a pretty good deal. 3 weeks to lifetime, not bad. Send any picture.
Great ratio.
Great ratio. It's 3 weeks, lifetime. Think about it. Yep. Pretty easy deal. Send in any picture yourself, your children, family, a special place, or a cherished pet, or you can combine multiple photos into one painting. These paintings make the perfect birthday gift, anniversary gift, wedding gift. They make the perfect gift, right? You've all seen Hard Factor Wes's painting of him and the dogs. It's breathtaking, and now the stuff of legend. Make your own legend, right? At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping of a painting. Okay?
What?
Amazing.
What?
That's a huge deal.
Unbelievable.
Huh?
If you ever tried to sell a painting, you know.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's
like
it's
the-
not worth it.
No, you can't sell a painting because unless you have the guy that buys it pay for the shipping, right? So this is
Unless
free
he lives
shipping.
next door, it's stupid.
Yeah, unless he lives next door. To get the special offer, text the word factor. That's capital FACTOR to 64,000. That's factor to 64,000. Text factor to 64,000. Paint your life. Celebrate these moments that matter most. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text factor to 64,000. And well, you guys ready for your dicks to move?
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Man, whoa, you were right.
Whoa.
Not
Okay.
cool, Mark.
Yeah, got to shake it off because we have a lot of ground to cover. We're going to go to the UK, then to Singapore, then unfortunately back to Afghanistan. Even though we said we wouldn't, rim shot. Oh, have you guys ever broken into a fun publicly owned place after hours?
Like a pool, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, like a pool. I mean, I'm sure you have, it sounds like, or you've wanted to, at least, right? Mm-hmm. Well, badass UK grandma Claire Vickers and her male friend Barry Douglas acted on that impulse to break into a fun public place after hours when they drunkenly snuck into the Aldershot Lido Water Park at 2 a.m. this August and went down a water slide. You know? Woo, fun.
Dry water slide.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the water slide wouldn't be as great if you didn't have the water accoutrements running with it.
They keep them running because they break if they don't.
It was one of those
Really?
flute.
I don't know.
It's one of those flute ones. Like, look at it. It's a very sharp angle. I mean, you can go down it. In fact, the problem was not that they couldn't go down it. The problem was there were barricades at the bottom of the slide. You know, since the park was closed, and those idiots viciously broke their legs when they shot feet first into the solid barricades at 50 miles per hour, all the way down the slide, cracked, completely shattered all four legs.
I'm going to make an argument that those barricades maybe were not easy to see.
No, not in a dark slide.
Yeah,
We'll get to that, Pat.
What's the point of the
you should be the-
barricades?
you should be
The
the
point of
lawyer.
the barricades is to break motherfuckers' legs who snuck in.
Because
They
they're
were-
already
work.
down.
Whoa.
They're called the leg breakers.
That's sick, man.
They then sat there in agony, screaming for help, banging on the slide as their bones stuck out of their legs and blood shot out of their bodies, mimicking what the water would be doing in the slide if the park were open. Lubricating the slide. Vickers described it as a scene from a Saw movie. when she looked down at her legs and her friend's legs. 2 hours later, at roughly 4 a.m., 3 constable officers showed up after getting a call from concerned neighbors, and after seeing Douglas's foot hanging from the side of his shattered ankle, they called in paramedics to take them to Frimley Park Hospital in Camberley, but their injuries were way too severe for that hospital, so they were transferred to St. George's Hospital, where Vickers remained for 3 weeks, and she's still not expected to walk for another 6+ weeks.
Oh no! But she's
They
gonna
were
recover.
absolutely ruined. Yeah. We'll play a video of them soon. They're so lucky they didn't die and bleed out. They were drunk, so they're probably bleeding fast. Here's some quotes from her about the incident. I'll never forget what I saw. The blood was pouring out at this point. I was starting to feel faint and cold. I kept checking on Barry, but he stopped moving and making any noise. He was in the fetal position. I have never felt pain like this in my entire life, and I've given birth to 5 children. Every movement I made, I could feel every bone in my leg crunching.
She left 5 kids at home to get hammered and slide down the slide.
Yeah, here's a video of what the 2 numbnuts had to say. They had the 2 numbnuts had the balls to go on one of the UK's biggest talk shows and had this to say about the whole ordeal.
Let's get a look at these guys.
Cured. And there will be the legal action being taken.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a tricky thing for them, really, isn't it? Because you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Which is the
yes.
reason, and you haven't been prosecuted, which you're lucky about.
Yep.
And so you're saying that if they'd fixed the fence, if they put security, so that at their own expense, put security there to patrol it, if they'd made sure that those chains had padlocks on them properly and all that sort of stuff, then we wouldn't have been able to go down the slide, which you shouldn't have been going down in the first place.
There's 100%.
I just think that everybody makes a mistake. Everybody has got drunk at some point in their life and made a silly choice.
Yeah.
And that's what this was.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
you could
Are
sue
they
somebody
suing
for
them?
it?
Yeah.
They're going to try to sue somebody for it.
And then the people made fun of him. Yeah, they're going to try to take legal action, apparently. And you heard at
Unreal.
the end, drunken mistakes. It seems drunken mistakes run in the Vickers family, as every article I read wanted to point out in the headline and in the first sentence of the article that Vickers is a grandmother in her mid-40s. The Vickers like to get drunk and fuck, a popular bunch.
Dude, when you're sitting on the set of a morning show in your wheelchair next to your husband in his wheelchair.
Friend, not husband.
Oh, I'm sorry, friend.
Drunken
right.
friend. She got drunk at a bar for 4 hours, then went over to his house. They got drunk, and then they decided to sneak into a water park at 2 a.m.
Yeah, talking about
He's not a grandfather. He's
where
like
the logic of you are suing the water park
Yeah.
that you broke into and injured yourself, where that logic is coming from, you really need to.
And then your excuse
It's coming from the
for-
guy. Same reason they broke in, the guy.
Was that
You
did
think
he
so,
hit his
Wes?
face too?
Yeah.
Did you hear him talking?
Yeah. Yeah. No, and her slurred speech a little bit too there.
And when your excuse
they're
for
on pain
why
meds,
you're
probably.
planning to sue somebody is because everybody gets drunk once in a while and makes a mistake, maybe rethink the lawsuit.
Well, the best part was the guy, the talk show host from the show, like, he's like, you shouldn't have been there. You agree with that, right? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, so you went down the slide and you think they should have paid for security? Yeah. You think they shouldn't have they should have patched up their fence? Yeah. And they're not pressing charges on you, which is nice of them. Yeah. He agreed with everything the guy was saying. So like, absolutely.
Still suing the shit out of
suing
him.
the shit out of him. All right.
Worth a
so
shot, yeah.
Hopefully, it seems like they're going to recover. They're so fucking lucky they didn't die in that stupid slide. Those idiots.
If they win their lawsuit, I'm gonna lose it.
Amazing they didn't find 2 dead bodies in that slide when they showed up to work. The
They're
next
gonna
day.
win
they
their
just got
lawsuit.
burned like that Caddyshack 2 scene when he goes down the water slide when the water gets turned off and he's just like his ass is just burning the whole way down. Remember-
No, this was literally a scene from like Final Destination.
Yeah,
you
that
saw, where
sucks.
their just bones are sticking out everywhere. Okay. All right, let's move on though. Singapore has jumped the shark and decided that humans are total pieces of shit that need to be disciplined by perfect machines. That's why they've rolled out patrol robot cops that shout warnings at people engaging in undesirable social behavior, like smoking, fighting, or vandalization. Here's the picture of their little Xavier robots that roll around.
What a dick that little
and
robot
scream
is.
at people. Yeah.
So it just like it'll honk at you if you're smoking a cig.
I know it talks to you. First they warn you, then they shoot you with their machine gun turrets. The Xavier robots also prevent social gatherings like outdoor chess matches. Due to COVID, they're trying to prevent gatherings. One of the robots went directly up to a public chess match taking place, stopped and shouted, Please keep 1 meter distance. Please keep to 5 persons per group. And then it picked up one of the kings with its robot's claws and crushed it into dust. Game over.
Said, checkmate.
That was the end of that chess match.
Classic Singapore right here.
Yeah. Franny Teo, a 34-year-old research assistant and Singapore resident, has seen the recent robot on patrols going on, and has had this to say about it. She said, "It reminds me of RoboCop. It brings to mind a dystopian world of robots. I'm just a bit hesitant about that kind of concept." And those were her last words ever. So she's not the only person to recently go missing after testing the robot's patience. Local Singapore street art and vaping legend Alicia Clouds has blown her last cloud, according to an announcement made in Town Square by the robot commander.
Look at her.
Oh.
They're really
Alicia.
They're really stepping down on crime. Those robots.
There's no way that vaping is legal in Singapore.
I mean, it'll get you killed
Yeah.
by these robots.
They're crazy over there.
Yeah. All right. So that's tough luck for the Singapore people. To just keep an eye out.
Yeah, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Like the robots, though, they're not bothering me. In fact, shout out Charles on Twitter. He tagged us in a robot dog thing. Now there's a robot dog that'll follow you around, and like if you're like on a jog or you want it to like just do, it's like an assistant, and that looked pretty cool. Like I was like,
so you're okay.
It's on your side.
You're okay
Yeah, it's
with
on
this.
your side. You
You're
have
okay
that
with this.
thing on
You're
your
okay with this
side.
thing falling around. He's like, put out this cigarette. Put it out.
No.
Put it out.
I'm not cool with the annoying version of that. I'm cool with the cool version of that follows you around, does what you say to do.
Okay, well, that's different.
That's
this
really
thing's
different.
Well,
literally.
so what? Okay,
This thing's snapping skateboards.
What I'm
you know?
saying, cops can afford them now, but citizens can afford them as soon as robots get cheap enough, and then it's
not
on.
in Singapore.
Then it's
Singapore's
robot
finished.
battle.
You have to like mind your P's and Q's completely in Singapore these days. It's over.
I'm just saying, just wait till you can get your own robot, then use it for good.
Singapore is so intense that
They'll outlaw 'em.
first they implemented CCTV cameras everywhere. That wasn't good enough. So now it's robots chasing people and screaming at them.
Yeah. This isn't a joke either. There's a fart limit in public.
Yeah. One
Wait,
now. The limit's 1. 0
It was
tolerance.
one. How do
they track
yeah,
that?
It was 1.
How
Yeah.
do they track that?
Robots.
The robots can tell.
Honor. Yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah, it's
Every
the honor
Singapore
system.
person has a microchip on their asshole.
It can see silent but deadly ones. It can see this. It's got ultra fart vision.
Jerry,
I
you sure you
saw
want to
that.
eat that?
It's clean city.
Better wash your pants. Don't put on dirty pants. Yeah, it's very clean. All right, guys. Last one. You're not going to believe this, but since taking over Afghanistan, the Taliban has refused to pay the electric bill for Afghanistan.
No way.
And now Afghanistan's state power company has asked the United Nations to give them $90 million to settle unpaid bills to Central Asian creditors like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Iran, who help supply 78 or 80% of the power to Afghanistan. So it's not even like the Taliban's ripping off Afghanistan. They're ripping off all these other countries. That is before the electricity gets shut off, because apparently the 3-month deadline for payments to these countries has passed, and the Taliban just isn't going to pay.
They're just not paying the electric bill, literally.
Nope, they're not doing it.
Because they import all of their power. That's so Taliban.
Well, no, they're about to go dark. Afghanistan's about to go lights out because the Taliban's, not paying. A spokesperson for the Taliban, when asked if they would pay their outstanding bills, said, "Let me ask you a question. Do these power companies have women accountants working for them? We probably already paid them, but the money was spent on purses and shoes, am I right? They can't count and they shop too much." So
Talk about women always be shopping.
Oh, women always
Yeah,
the Taliban refuses to pay if there's any women accountants.
That drives the Taliban
They know.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
Can't count and they shop too much.
Yeah.
Don't
What
give
are they
them a
gonna
credit
do?
card.
Miscount the money. So unfortunately for the Taliban, they might have to fuck in the dark soon. Oh wait, that's how they prefer to do it anyways, because they have tiny dicks and are ashamed of themselves. Rim shot.
And because it's with the goat, usually.
Burning
Yeah,
them.
because they like to fuck goats in the dark. Boom. Fuck you, the Taliban. And that's the TikTok international moment.
Nice. All right, guys, let me ask you. Do these sounds sound familiar to you?
Not in Singapore.
You got those right? Yeah, not in
The old
Singapore.
classic fart and belch there.
Yeah.
That's right. That's the fart and belch combo. Well, did you know that according to U.S. and French researchers, those sounds could be a great indication of depression and anxiety in the person that's making them? You believe that?
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, sometimes there's definitely nervous farts. Nervous farts is a big thing.
Nervous farts is not a thing,
Oh,
man.
there's
guys, I
definitely
gotta-
nervous farts, dude.
I gotta take
take
my
a pill.
Prozac. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta take my
People will fart if they get nervous, and like you just gotta. There's a lot of pressure, and then the first thing that gives is the butthole on a little air. It's
Wes, you
little
got
nervous fart.
You got to take that Prozac in the AM, dog.
Yeah, I know. I always forget it. I think I'm feeling good, and then I'm
just
like, oh
popped it.
no.
You just popped it out.
I just doubled down.
Awake for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Just hoping you don't fart during this episode. During this segment.
Girlfriend's
I'll be up for
coming
hours.
over.
I'll be up for hours now. All right, yeah. So a bunch of insulting and presumptuous nerds, led by this guy, Oliver Paulson from the University of North Carolina, and researchers at the Research Institute of the Rome Foundation in North Carolina, conducted this fart and belch study in collaboration with some Frenchies, and their findings were presented Saturday at a press conference during the United European Gastroenterology Week. So what they did, to make this obvious connection between depression and farting and belching, at least in my case and Pat's case and probably, many other cases, is they surveyed 6,000 people from the U.S., U.K., and Mexico, which, if you ask me, putting two nations that absolutely love beans in this study kind of throws it off a bit.
Who loves beans more, the UK or the US? You're saying the UK?
Mexico.
No, UK and Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Look, this
well,
is
obviously Mexico.
that's
Yeah,
an
is
English
everyone in Mexico
breakfast.
just severely depressed?
Yeah, that's an English breakfast. They ate beans with
They
breakfast over
love
there.
those beans,
Wow.
and it's like not even baked beans. It's like beans with like tomato sauce.
Looks like a plate of sorrow.
Yeah, just refried beans, just beans every meal, pretty much.
Weeping into their food.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm a
So-
big bean guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big on the beans.
Oh
I
yeah,
buy it.
Yeah.
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 So,
I feel great though, honestly.
yeah. I mean, don't get me started on the bean consumption of Mexicans. It's crazy. Anyway, those are the countries
No,
they
Wes,
went
please.
with, and
They can't get enough of it.
Out of
it's
control.
It's too much.
it's unbelievable. It really
They
is.
should slow it down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Frijoles. they
Yeah,
call 'em
frijoles.
over there.
Anyway, those are the countries they went with, and they asked participants whether they had suffered gas-related symptoms recently, like bloating, flatulence, and bad breath. And then they surveyed those gassy bastards on their mental health and overall well-being. And the study found that farting was the most common problem, go figure, with 81% of those in the study saying they had it farted at least once within the last 24 hours. Next, stomach rumbling. Yeah,
Of course. Who hasn't farted once in 24
Right.
hours?
right.
Go
Exactly.
on. Go on.
Next came stomach rumbling,
20%
60%.
had it.
Next, belching, 58%, 48% bad breath, bloating, 38%, and 11%, I guess, lied and just could not bring themselves to admit they had farted just once in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, that's insane.
Is this like a
Yeah.
public questionnaire? Was it a
don't know.
verbal response collection with the group?
I don't know.
I think I farted a few days ago, but definitely not yesterday. No.
Yeah.
No.
No, I mean, you could bring that. You could bring
Show
it
of
up in-
hands. Who farted in the last 15 minutes?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
could bring it up
All
in
right,
court.
now what about the last 30?
Yeah.
If they ever commit a
It's like an
crime.
auction. Can I get 20, 25, 20 minutes, 30
What
minutes?
about you?
30
I bet
minutes.
you farted. This guy
He's
definitely
farting right now. Yeah, he's,
Nah, they
he's
ever
lifting
get it-
out of his seat.
Now, Mr. Gonzalez, in 2021, you participated in a flatulence study. Is that correct? Yes. See. And you said you hadn't farted once in 24 hours. Is that true, Mr. Gonzalez? Sí, es correcto. You like beans, Mr. Gonzalez? Oh, sí, senor. Mucho beans. I rest my case, Your Honor. I mean, that's just just lying.
That's how
My
the
cousin
study
Stinky.
went?
Yeah, if you ever commit a crime, is just go to that study.
They're concerned about in that scenario. This character is concerned about it being publicly known that he enjoys beans because then he might
It proves he's a
be able
liar.
to
It
be
proves he's a liar.
It
disposed.
proves he's a liar, Pat. So if he lied
Okay.
about the farting, he could lie
Yeah.
about committing the crime.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
pretty great logic.
You like beans, Mr. Gonzalez? So in conclusion, respondents who reported farting the most also tended to score worse on the questionnaire concerning quality of life and issues such as stress and depression. So they, in turn, the scientists deduced that displaying more symptoms, at once can of these, gassy problems can therefore determine that you are, negatively affected in your mental health.
The looser your asshole is, the more depressed you are.
The more you fart, the sadder you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks. This goes back to that. Would you rather? It's like fart every time you took a step, or
Yeah.
What's the alternative to that?
I forget, but that was one of them.
At least
One of them was-
kind of.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. So also shocking results as far as the farting goes. Mexico led the way with 85% of respondents saying they fart, followed by 83% of Brits and 76% of Americans. So Mexico,
Right up there with the bean ratios.
yeah, it's crazy.
Honest people they are.
Hey, they are good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, that study's bullshit. You want to, well, actually, let me
People
do
who
this.
fart are more depressed. Hey, and then everybody
everyone.
farts. Right.
Yeah.
It's
Why wouldn't they mention like the degree of farting? Just farting more.
Well, that's what they're
that's what it's
claiming.
saying,
They're
right.
claiming that the more you fart, the more depressed you are. But it's just like
It's like
everybody
the song,
farts
beans,
and everybody's
beans. The more you eat, the more you
depressed.
fart. But it's like then
It's
you're
like you're
sad.
overeating, you're depressed, you're farting more,
The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. That's a fucking lie. That was the nurse. That was the rhyme. Is beans. Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. So let's eat beans for every meal. They're fucking killing everyone.
Yeah,
But
no,
the
farting is good for you.
Beans.
The feeling they're talking about is relative, Mark. So you're going to feel better than you were pre-fart, but not great still,
Beans. They're magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's eat beans for every meal.
Okay.
Fuck.
Let's move it on. I'm going to read a statement from the Lancaster County, South Carolina School District Safety and Transportation's Facebook page that was made right at the top of the month, y'all. And it reads, "A warning to parents and what occurred today as a result of the TikTok challenge.
Uh-oh.
As most people are aware, there is a list of challenges that have been circulating on TikTok. Prior issues we've had from this social media challenge have centered around vandalism and theft of school property. We've punished multiple students for events around the county, schools at all grade levels. Today, as you know, is the first day of October. Unfortunately, the challenge that has been put out for this month is to slap or hit a staff member from behind.
Whoa.
Sadly,
Aggressive.
we actually had an elementary school student assault a teacher by striking them in the back of the head. This type of behavior, just like theft and destruction of property, is not a prank. It is criminal behavior. That's right, guys. It's it's the next TikTok challenge, guys. It's hashtag slap a teacher in the back. Yeah.
Unreal.
It's pretty good.
That's amazing. If you're at school during this and you have people that are willing to do this, it is the best fucking week ever. Like, you know,
the kid.
Ryan slapped Mrs. Sampson in the back of the head. Holy shit.
You're egging Ryan on so hard. You're like, I don't think anyone's going to do this challenge. I don't even think Ryan's going to do it.
Right.
Like,
Every school
Ryan.
has a kid, has a Ryan that's getting getting begged to do the slapper teacher challenge.
Yeah. It's great, too, having been through school and then still remembering that, and you see what happens to Ryan, and it's not pretty. Guys.
Yeah, don't be the Ryan, everybody. Just,
Be the person that eggs on Ryan.
Maybe not even. Just like you could let it go, but don't be the
do
Ryan.
it at all. Okay.
Don't be the Ryan, because then you get sent to a special school, then it's harder to get into colleges and whatnot. So
I want to say our Ryan was, ironically enough, named Ryan. Okay, guys, that's right. In addition to being Breast Cancer Awareness Month and Dyslexia Awareness Month, thanks for saying something to me, guys. October is also the month of hashtag Smack a Staff Member Challenge on TikTok. This is, of course, guys, from the infamous Devious Licks list. And I think we've talked about the Devious Licks list on Hard Factor before. But just in case, either way, let me bring you up to speed. So back in September, TikTok told USA Today that it was going to be removing content related to, quote, devious licks, including the hashtag Devious Licks and Despicable Licks and Diabolical Licks.
diabolical.
Yeah. At first it was devious, then they banned that one, then Despicable popped up, gone, then they moved it to Diabolical.
Well, diabolical is really the best one of the three words they used. So
No, I know.
Sounds like
and
my
guys,
porn search bar.
yeah, these are diabolical licks, honey. This was all because a TikToker.
He's trying to kill the vagina.
Whoa.
With his tongue.
That is a diabolical lick.
What is he doing? He's got bad intentions.
Never seen a lick like that. And guys, this is because in September, a TikToker at Jug4Elias posted a video of himself taking a box of disposable masks from his backpack with the caption, quote, "A month into school, absolutely devious lick. Should have brought a mask from home." I guess he was stealing the school's masks. And that gained over 239,000 views in just a week. And at that point, guys, the Devious Licks trend was off to the races. And this led to an absolute epidemic of kids stealing, committing vandalism, breaking urinals, breaking the soap dispensers.
Doing devious licks.
Yeah,
they're stealing
Committing devious
soap
licks.
dispensers was huge. Like even like honor roll students were stealing soap dispensers.
yeah,
Crazy.
it's pretty crazy. Because the licks got so popular and so devious that a list of devious licks
Did he
was
go front
organized.
to back? Did he get both holes?
My God.
What a
Yeah,
lick.
devious.
How long is that tongue?
What an asshole.
I can't believe.
But yeah, so they put a list
You might
together.
even say that lick was diabolical.
I guess it was, I don't know if it came together on TikTok or how the fuck it got pulled together, but a list got together, guys. And a high schooler filmed that list, I guess it was sent via email from his school's administration to his parent, and he filmed it and then posted that to TikTok, obviously. So do you guys want to know what's on the list?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, again, broken down by month.
Read it. I already read ahead, but so read it. Sorry, I won't spoil it.
September was, of course, vandalized school bathrooms month. We saw that. October, smack a staff member. We know that. Okay, here's what you got to look forward to next month. November, kiss your friend's girlfriend at school challenge.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Fight Central.
December, deck the halls and show your balls.
Here you go. I was ready for some dicks to come out and balls. Yeah.
January.
That's child porn, though. They're gonna get in trouble with this.
I mean, if someone's filming it, I guess it's going to go on TikTok. Yeah, good point. January, jab a breast.
Also assault. Also
That's
crime.
sexual assault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jab a breast.
Just jab it.
Well, I guess when you think about all of these are crimes.
Ryan, look at those breasts over there, man, just waiting to get jabbed.
Ryan,
Go jab it.
Go speed bag those fun bags.
You know what today is, Ryan? First day at school back in January.
Ryan will do it. Ask Ryan.
Oh, man. He's going to jail.
Yeah.
February, mess up school signs. March.
Seems like a down, and this seems less harmless than some of the other ones.
Yeah, you jabbed a breast and you pulled your balls out. You kissed your buddy's best
Yeah,
friend.
lay low.
Now rearrange the school sign to say dick.
Mess up them signs.
Yeah.
Lay low after that jab.
Yep,
Breast jab.
March. March is make a mess in the courtyard or cafeteria.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty broad.
April. Okay, so keep in mind this is from the list sent home from the administration, so it's
This
absolutely
school sucks.
It's bastardized in some way, shape, or form. So they wrote verbatim what it was from the list, but then they explained it too, and I think they got it wrong because April is quote grab some eggs and eggs with a Z, and then it's open parentheses another stealing challenge close
What do you
parentheses.
think? What do you think it is?
I think it's grab your balls.
Yeah,
but then
I think so too.
Grab
Grab
the-
someone else's balls.
Yeah, grabbing eggs. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, it could be grabbing balls
Or is it eggs like
ovaries.
vagina? Because ovaries, yeah, grab a
Could just
vagina.
be grabbing crotches.
What makes eggs?
Just everybody grabbing each other's crotches.
I'm looking up egg slang.
I feel like they would have called that 45. Never mind. Okay.
I see what you're
May, ditch day. I guess all month. June.
Yeah, because you're expelled.
Yeah, you're running out of steam here.
Yeah, ditch day. Yeah.
June, flip off in the front office, which I guess.
Get a picture of you flipping off somebody in the front office. That's great. I mean, like these are all great activities for kids that want to get kicked out
They've
of
got
school.
summertime activities for when they're not in school.
Yeah.
Well, you're in summer school because you're doing.
No, the next one's outside of school. Read it, Pat.
Yeah, well, in July, you're going to want to get your phone out, load up TikTok, and then spray a neighbor's fence.
Now the neighbors are getting involved. Yeah.
That's annoying. Jesus.
Nothing for August, though, guys.
Imagine getting your home fence tagged. That would be the most annoying thing ever. Like, oh,
these kids suck.
Lil
Yeah,
King
worst.
tagged my fucking home fence.
He wrote eggs. Yeah, Lil King wrote eggs.
So
he's
fucking
like,
annoying to replace.
I'm gonna go out there and
Look, I
overpaint
do the
it.
little crown. I do the crown after I tag.
Honey, I don't know if you should. I
King.
think he's royalty.
Instead of
Give
doing
up
a
after a
dot
while.
above the eye, I do like a little crown, three-pointed crown. Lil King.
That's why they call me Joker. In August, there's no activity. Even God took a day off, right? So teachers have been losing their shit about this, obviously. And again, most of the TikToks have been banned. The only actual smack a teacher TikToks I could find were clips from local news, which they're fine. You can imagine what it is. It's someone walking up to a teacher and hitting them in the back of the head. What's more interesting, guys,
I'm
is
choke slamming that kid on the cement.
Teachers should be able to punch him back. Also, with the whole like feds going to PTA meetings to like spy on parents who are being mean to teachers and everything. Like, it's just a war zone right now. Just like everybody's on edge at these schools.
Yeah, how about September through May? You just try to finger your girlfriend. You know,
Yeah,
there you go.
relaxation.
but
challenge.
If she's ready.
consensually, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you want to check
Maybe
with her
over
mom
the
first.
pants first, you know, and then right.
Do what
Yeah.
you can.
Well, anyway, let me play you some TikToks.
Just take some naps.
That's that's some middle school and high school
Some video
kids
games. Get a Switch.
posted of them. I guess it was them recording their administrators talking about what's been going on at the school.
This is your school too, and I expect all of us to treat our building with respect. Should you choose to disrespect the school by doing such things like stealing a hand sanitizer from upstairs, or a fire extinguisher, or a soap dispenser, we have used and will continue to use the camera system to determine who's done what, and we will charge students accordingly.
If it's this camera system, they're not going to catch
Please
it.
remember, if you see something, please say something.
You guys remember that vibe? Here's one more.
Yeah.
They're violating the trust that I've always had in our student body. I'm well aware of the TikTok trend that is going around, and it needs to stop because it is destructive, and it's causing some good people here in our building to have to do a lot of extra work, and it needs to stop immediately. And then there's some other behaviors, ketchup packets being sprayed all over our hallway. People who are not cleaning up after themselves. Those are things that we deal with every year.
So you couldn't tell because we literally laughed at the exact same part that middle schooler laughed at, like clockwork. But they were also laughing when he was.
Was he
down
fake
there.
sleeping too? He was fake sleeping the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not all bad, guys, though, because TikTok has banned Devious Licks, Diabolical Licks, all the licks. But whenever there's bad kids doing something, there's almost always some nerds trying to counteract it, and that started the trend in angelic yield. So to counteract the Devious Licks, nerd kids are doing positive things for their school. # angelic yield.
Good for
Oh,
them.
but that has to stop too. Both of those need to
Why
stop.
can't they everybody just not do these things?
Yeah, angelic yield might be worse than Devious Licks.
You guys are going to kill the janitor, Mr. Perkins. He's 80. Stop destroying the cafeteria.
With the
please.
ketchup.
Yeah.
Man, and
Mr. Perkins
Working
is just
overtime, for
raping-
fuck's sake.
But kids have been doing this shit forever. Like
Yeah.
they were
Yeah,
complaining
ketchup's
about
fine.
us going crazy at the fucking games. They're like, you're too vulgar at the games.
But imagine we would get hyped up because of one or two people in our class or our school who were egging us on. They're all connected now. Every school is connected, so the whole world of students is egging on the whole world of students at the
competition.
same time.
Who can fuck
It's
up the
hive
most.
mindset, hive brain, devious licking going on, diabolical licking. It's too
it's
many
like
licks.
it's like there's a Ryan in every classroom in
That's
America.
what I'm saying. That it's a war zone in these schools. People need to just chill out. They got to figure out how to like bring the temperature down a little bit because they literally have like federal agents like going to PTA meetings.
No, people are getting arrested.
Just like
and
relax.
When I was reading all the articles about this, I came across 3 teens that got arrested. Anyone want to guess what county that they were in?
Ooh, somewhere in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Polk County.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
great
yeah.
judge.
Didn't have
Furious.
Judge was not happy.
There's going to be some suicides on the your friend's girlfriend month.
Dude, there's going to be not just that. There's going to be beat to deaths. There's going to be
that's
there's
a bad
going to be accidental. There's going to be accidental.
That's a bad
slayings.
idea. That's a really bad idea.
What Satanist wrote this list? Because kiss your buddy's girlfriend
When
at
you're
school.
like
in front of him.
When you think you're madly in love in middle school, and then your friend kisses your girlfriend, you're gonna lose your
right
fucking
in your
mind.
face
Mm-hmm.
in public in the
This is
middle
a
of the
bad idea.
cafeteria. Yeah, somebody who's got a short fuse is going to lose it.
Bro, wait till fucking
There's gonna be
boobs
school
are,
shootings over that month.
boobs are getting jabbed in January, bro. Like that's
Well, that's just sexual assault. They need
Yeah,
to
these
not
are all
do that.
crimes and bad ideas.
Can you imagine your mom works at a middle school and like you're like 20 and she comes home and you're like, this fucking Ryan, she jabbed my breast today.
What?
Believe it?
Yeah.
You believe that?
Next month he might grab my eggs, Mom.
grab some eggs. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. We love you deeply. This is why you guys are why we do this show every day, and can't thank you enough for it. So get out there and enjoy National Dyslexia Month.
Happy Dyslexia Month, Pat.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
that, Mark. A little
Way to
late,
go.
but I appreciate it. Have a
It
great.
was backwards. I don't want to do it. I want to do it at the end of the show.
You were gonna give it to me, like the 30th.
Oh, rim shot.
Come on, girl. But then I'd be like, why didn't you do it on the 13th? Have a great fucking day.